and when should we teach our children about sex? Here at the Channel 4 SexEd Up debate, a wide variety of young professionals and even teenagers themselves are here to talk about their views on how sex education can be improved in the country. What are your views personally on sex education in the UK as it stands?
Well, personally, I think that young people have been systematically left down on all levels. I mean, I think they are really entitled to more thorough education than they're actually getting.
Clearly, sex education is learnt through osmosis, or we wouldn't be here as a species, because there wasn't always schools. However, what schools can do, and I think importantly, is to iron out the misconceptions and to make sex appear slightly more uncool. There's a great pressure on kids at the moment to have sex and to tell their friends they've had it, whether they have or they haven't.
I think that if you just tackle it from a point of view of sex education, then we won't really address the problems at hand. I think the problems at hand are one of low self-esteem and a lack of confidence in many young people that lead them to feel that sex is a way to be readily accepted within their peer groups.
Government are thinking about starting sex education in primary schools. Do you think that 5 is too young for children to be learning about sex education?
I would say the government is starting sex and relationships education in primary school and probably more focused on the relationships part.
When you're 5, I suppose you're just starting school, aren't you? And I don't think a 5-year-old should be exposed to sort of sex and that sort of thing from a very, very young age. I think 5, you're still sort of learning about the world, you're learning about yourself, and I don't really think a 5-year-old would be sexually active at that age, or even should be exposed to that sort of thing.
We've got online games, Catch a Crab, for instance, where you play a sort of an interactive game on Slobovia, which teaches you about crabs, but it's a fun thing to do. So, yeah, we're at the alternative end of sex.
Ready for a debate, all the way.
It was good fun. I'm all in favour of debates. I just feel a little sad that some of the young people don't understand that free speech means you have to hear opinions you don't agree with.
I thought it was very interesting and unfortunately too short. I wasn't best pleased with some of the stuff that was being said, and I think a lot of what was said was quite ill-informed.
People slipped through the net and they didn't have a voice in that debate. I mean, that's normal though. They don't have a voice anywhere. Hopefully, people like me can come along and have a glass of wine and give them one. But there was no one on the panel who said, what about people who don't have parents or teachers? Because they exist.
It's Sunday morning, let's watch Hollyoaks, let's watch Shipwreck, let's see all these bodies, let's watch Sexual Energy, and then once in a blue moon we'll have a lovely little debate about, sexual education, and we'll somehow regain some sort of moral high ground. But it's people like Channel 4 and people like MTV and who are responsible for this entire problem.
Who first told me about sex? My friends in school. My dad still doesn't know I have had sex, even though we have 2 daughters.
Probably on films and stuff, you hear the word sex, but I never asked anyone, and then when we got sex education in year 5, then I knew all about it. Yeah.
It's basically a carrot and an onion. And that was how I first found out about sex.
Explain the carrot and onion.
I think the idea is that the carrot goes into the onion.
Oh,